Hey, Rail Birds, Kevin here. All right, here we go. We are going to have the something new for us here. The 2019 Masters Artistic Pool Championship. We're coming at you live from Jamaica Joe's here in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Up first, Gabi Visoiu and Jamie Moody. These are preliminary rounds. These players aren't necessarily competing head to head against each other. They're just trying to accumulate points to see who can uh, move on to the final round. So whoever, I think it's going to be the top few players that have the most points after the preliminary rounds move into the head-to-head battles, and that'll be on day 2. So today, preliminary rounds, players are just trying to accumulate points, not necessarily playing head-to-head against each other. All right, so player came up, told me I spelled his name wrong already, so I'm off to a bad start. I would like to thank our sponsors, Simonis Cloth and Aramith Billiard Balls. Some of the finest equipment in the world, some of the finest cloth in the world, played with the finest balls in the world. Just going over some player intros now on the other tables. This is Jamie Moody at the table now, just warming up. Players are still just practicing. They get 5 minutes per player to practice. So we will be getting started right at about 1 o'clock. And I will be right back. All right, so here we go. So we are a couple minutes away here on our feature table. We're going to have Gabi Visoiu. He is a 2016 ESPN Trick Shot Magic Champion, 2016 UTS World Trick Shot Champion, 2-time and current WPA World Artistic Pool Champion, 4-time ESPN World Cup of Trick Shots Champion, He's an 8-time WPA World Discipline Champion. 2015 ESPN Trick Shot Magic runner-up. 2014 WPA World Artistic Pool Championship runner-up. He is the president of the Romanian Pool Billiards Federation and a certified pool billiards coach and instructor from Bucharest, Romania. Mr. Perfect, Gabi Visoiu.
I think he's got a couple titles. I mean,
He does.
He knows his stuff. I can't wait to see this. This is going to be so much fun. That was pretty cool. The guys are just finishing. I just gave them 30 seconds on their practice time here, so they got another second before they get started.
All right. So I introduced Gabi. His opponent is a 2007 VNEA Artistic Pool Challenge winner, 2008 third place in the Artistic Cup, 2-time World Follow Champion, 2015 World Jump and Bank and Kick Champion, 2016 World Special Arts Champion. He's the current World Trick and Fancy and Special Arts Champion and one of the world's fastest shooters. From Houston, Texas, the Bayou Bullet, Jamie Moody.
We have some time to rock and roll. They just told them, get it on.
Players are going to decide what shot they're going to shoot.
Then they're just going to let us know what shot
and
they're
then they're
going to
let us know.
so we can tell you what they're going to do. 1B.
All right, so first round, the discipline is going to be trick and fancy shots. He is shooting the 2-and-2 split shot. The object here is to make all 4 balls in the pockets.
It's gonna. You can see Kevin had up on the screen there the cue ball placement. It's in hand within 2 balls width of the cutout of the side, the slate cutout of the side pocket. 1 and 2 balls are in hand frozen to the cue ball. The other balls 3 and 4 are frozen within ball of the foot spot. They shoot the cue ball towards the 3, shooting through the 1 and the 2, pocketing the 1 in the side, the 2 in the corner, the 3 in the other corner, the 4 in the same pocket
and
as the 2.
Boom, nails it on his first try. 6 points.
How many tries do they get?
They get 3 tries and they lose a point for each try it takes them. So if he made it on his second try, he'd get 5 points. If he made it on his third try, he would get 4 points.
Okay, and 1B again.
All right.
Doing the same shot.
Same shot.
And this is Jamie now setting up the shot. Now, when you mentioned that Gabi was a champion of the trick shot magic. The trick shot magic, it was somebody would pick a shot and the other guy had to do it too. Here they get to pick whatever. They don't have to do the same shot as their opponent
Right.
just did.
Yeah, that
They're just trying
horse that horse style is coming later. That's going to be. Yeah, that'll be coming up later. I think that's tomorrow. Today is preliminary rounds, so these players aren't necessarily playing head-to-head against each other. They're just accumulating points so that the players with the top points at the end of the day get to move on to day 2. Jamie shooting the same shot. Nails it.
Fire in the hole.
6 points.
And this is, this will really show you when, if they have to set up a shot a second and a third time, how those millimeters in pool really matter. When you're playing regular pocket billiards and you miss by just that little bit of the carom or the anything, and this really shows that to the extreme of what a millimeter does.
Yeah, they say a game is a pool of millimeters.
2C. To see is the B still shot.
The B still shot, so the object is to shoot the 3 ball into the 1 ball. The 3 ball will go into the designated pocket. 1 ball will bank into the other pocket. 2 ball will go into the other corner. So all 3 balls will be going into pockets. Cue ball stays on the table. All right, looks like he's set up.
And this is worth 7 points. Just like that.
And nails it.
Yep, he was actually just warming up with that one, and it actually, the ball double banked. Instead of going straight into the upper pocket, it came back down, so he adjusted a little bit. Same one.
All right, they're making it easy on us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you'll see a lot more of the shots that they know that they're going to do on that first shot to accumulate those points, and you'll start to see the harder ones when we get into that horse routine.
So as you can see on the diagram, the 3 ball has to start within that little 1x1 grid area. They actually put grids on the table, so you can just barely make out the chalk lines that they put on the table. It's hard to see on camera, but they actually snap the chalk line across the table on a full grid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I gave the points to the wrong person. I'm messing up already.
Yeah,
so
no, that was Jamie that
that
shot
was
that one.
definitely Jamie.
And that's okay. You can leave them there. Whoops. Somebody's got their...
So, sorry, I gave the points to the wrong person,
But he got them anyway.
but he got them anyway.
13-13. Well, hello there, Curtis. He's here on time.
No.
Yeah, Curtis is here already. $43C. 40 points max per discipline.
All right, 3C, the half butterfly. So he's going to be shooting the cue ball into a little cluster of balls. The 1, 2, and 3 will all go into corresponding pockets. Then the cue ball comes around 1, 2, 3 rails and knocks the 4 into the pocket. Or in this case, it'll be, looks like the 9 ball.
He's got the 9 ball behind the 5 there.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Ride the 9.
Ride the 9, yeah.
Make a legal hit on the 1 and ride the 9.
Yep. And he was checking his ball placement there because it has to be within so far, it has to be within a certain area of the spot there. The half butterfly.
Worth 8 points.
I want to see the full butterfly. That's only half of it.
So you have to do 2 cue balls and it goes around the table and they have to not hit each other. Boom, 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 and boom.
In the hole. There you go.
So 8 points for Gabi Visoiu. So puts him at 21 if my math is correct.
That is correct. Three B. Just showing off. This is one a lot of people, if you know trick shots, you know this shot. It's a pretty popular one.
I'm going to assume it's named after Steve Mizrak from his beer commercial.
Yeah.
Just showing off.
Yep, and that, and just in the diagram, the 6 ball is what would have been the beer bottle in the commercial. Yep, using his stick to line those balls up directly at the hole there. This has always been, trick shots has always been something that I've liked to watch, but never really got into actually doing. And I mean, I guess it's a way of really making practice fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I never really practiced trick shots either.
Yeah, I know people.
Sure,
that
looks like
love
fun.
Brian Polly's table doesn't think it looks very fun.
Yeah. All right, all 6 balls will be pocketed after this shot.
Mm-hmm. The 1 and the 5 going into the side pocket. The 7 up in the corner, the 3 in the opposite corner, and the 4 ball.
And boom.
There it is.
8 points.
Fantastic shot.
We're all tied up, 21 apiece.
Yeah.
So far, perfect record.
And then that's going to bring it. See, is Gabi going to come up now?
Nope, they alternate who goes first. So I think that's going to be Jamie's shot.
Up. Four B. The pinball shot.
Yeah, that sounds
coming
like
your
fun.
way. Going to be using lots of stuff to make the shot happen. A rack and a pool cue.
We're using props.
Props. He gets props.
Worth 9 points.
Yep. Now, see, I would have a junk cue that I would use for the when the ball comes around and hits your cue and has to go off of it. And
the objective: shoot the cue ball into the 1 ball. The 1 ball will go in the side pocket, and the 2 ball will go in the corner pocket. The cue ball will travel the indicated path, hit the cue stick, causing the 3 and 4 balls made in their corresponding pockets. The cue ball will then hit the rack, make the 5 ball, and hit the 6 ball, knock it off the chalk, making the same corner pocket with the 1. All right, so the 6 ball is going to be balanced up on a piece of chalk. Yes?
That's what it looks like. Well, if he's hit for, it will be the, it looks like he's got the 4 ball over there.
Yep, 6 ball is going to be balanced up on a piece of chalk. So in this case, it's the 4 ball.
And it does appear it's sitting.
So they don't actually have to use the same numbered balls that is in the diagram. They can use whichever balls they want.
Oh, no, he's, there's the one with the chalk. And he's got the 7 and the 8 in his hand. It will be the 8 ball on the chalk.
Alrighty.
And then we need the rack down here. Now the cue ball has to come off of that rack after it pockets the 2 and go over and knock the 8 off the chalk and in the hole.
So obviously, as we progress, these shots worth more points. They are correspondingly more difficult.
Hello, Ed Slade. 99 Problems. TS Billiards. Thanks for all of your help there in the chat room. Blunt is hilarious. Try it with an accurate.
Try this with an AccuRack instead. That's the 10-point version.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yes, AccuRacks are allowed. They're optional. They're not mandatory.
But you have to let your
You have to let your opponent use it too if they want. They'll probably be like, "That's all right. I'll stick with."
All right, here we go. Shooting at the 6, 6 in, 5 in, balls made, come over, low.
And is it in?
It's in. Nice shot.
Pretty
Look
shot,
at that.
Jamie. 9 points.
If you're in the area, there is a seating room. If you want a front row view, come check it out.
Free admission, no cover charge.
Got 3 tables of action going on. Next one, November.
November.
Yeah, not. Well, yeah, the
Yeah,
next
November.
One, yeah. Beginning of November in Ohio.
Same shot.
Same
All right.
shot.
Says that looks like fun. I want to try that.
Ooh, me. So it's up to 40 shots in this discipline, and then they will move on to the next discipline, I imagine.
So our schedule today is, the next discipline will be special arts. So round 1 is trick and fancy and special arts. Those are 2 different disciplines. Then we're going to take a
lunch break.
And then the next round will be draw follow shots. And then tonight we're going to have a speed pool tournament.
Sweet. Speed pool is fun.
It's not part of the actual competition. It's just having fun, just showing off.
Hey, that's one of the shots, just showing off. We just saw that one. And I mentioned Brian Pauly's table earlier. He actually sent me a photo of the cloth of the table at his house that he practices.
It looks pretty unhappy.
And the thing looks like it has the most worst case of chicken pox you've ever seen in your life.
I have no idea if you guys can even read that text that's on screen. Hopefully you can at least see the diagram.
Yeah. Can you guys read that?
Probably not.
Well, not if you're
Maybe on the big screen, maybe. Probably not on your phone.
And the next one, maybe we'll have videos to play for the longer setup shots, like this one. They can actually see what it's supposed to do.
I kind of like
just the diagram, and
I kind of feel like the video is a spoiler.
Yeah.
It's like they're stealing the thunder of the player who's actually out here shooting it.
Yeah, I can see that. His rack says Mr. Perfect on it.
I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but yeah, that's his own personal rack.
Bullet says it's readable. That's good. All right. 5 inside, 6 in the corner, 4, 5, 8, 2, and
oh,
no,
no,
he missed it. All right. Another try at it for 8 points. Kind of off just the tiniest little bit.
Game of millimeters.
Yep. And he knew it when it, I don't even think the cue ball had hit the rack yet, and he knew that it wasn't going. You could tell by, the way he was looking at it, he knew it wasn't going. to the Philippines. Thank you for joining us. I could see all kinds of interesting shots and setups, and hey, you never know, you might see something go, I never thought about that billiard on 9, or
Yep.
never thought about shooting something like that. You're not going to go and set them up, but you'd be surprised how often little things like this 5-6 right here, that 6 going up in the corner here, that you don't know until you see this happening here, because he's actually cutting the 5 at the 6.
All right, hit this one with more
And
speed.
then it's gone.
Is it going? Is it going?
It's going.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
All right, he does get one more try. This third and final try will be for 7 points.
So I take it that means that this next one shot will probably be worth 10 points.
I believe that is correct. I had the score sheet handy. Let me have a look and see if I can find it. That's the wrong one.
Jim, you've got Kevin and Sherry Ross, Railbirds Productions, covering and commentating for you.
TS Billiard says he can usually tell right when the cue ball hits that cue stick if it's going or not.
Yeah, where it hits on the cue stick.
Well, he hit that with some speed.
That one's going this time. There you go.
There we go. 7 points.
Yeah. Gotta hope that some other people aren't perfect today. This next one's gonna be even harder.
Yep, we're up to the 10-pointers now.
And there is a book out there. I think it's Brian said it has like 400 shots or something like that in it.
Oh,
for,
yeah.
all of the different shots that they have to select from.
Yeah, and for that reason, they are allowed to use their phone. You know, regular pool, you're not allowed to use your phone, but here, they're definitely using their phone to look up the program, to look up the shots.
Yeah. Oh, well, and I guess they have to relay that to us too on what shot number they're going to be taking.
Yeah, but they're
We
not,
got Gabi coming up.
they're not expected to memorize, all 400 or anything.
5B. The 2-rail carom shot coming your way, courtesy of Mr. Perfect.
Worth 10 points.
He needs to hit this one
So it looks
first
pretty
shot.
So it looks simple. I was watching him practice. It's deceptively simple. All you have to do is make both balls with one shot. Cue ball comes off the 1 ball, goes 2 rails at the 9 ball. That's all there is to it.
We've all scratched shooting that shot, right? You know how to do that.
That's all there is to it. Deceptively simple.
Every 9-ball player scratched on this 100 times. But when you want to make it, here's another one. How do I ride that 9-ball? There it is. It's in there.
10 points for Gabi.
Same shot. Gabi's at 38 for this discipline out of a possible 40. 120 shots. I pick 45 per discipline in 8 disciplines. Okay.
You think the TS in TS Billiard stands for trick shots?
Maybe, probably.
All right, looks like he's actually going to go the other way around the table. That's allowed.
Yeah, and it doesn't say which way you have to go. They were practicing a shot earlier where you shoot the balls in reverse numerical order, but they're pocketed in numerical order. And, just missed it.
All right.
Oh.
Time for Gabi to
He can breathe a little bit.
breathe a little. Gabi can make up some points here if Jamie doesn't get his second try.
Yeah, and we've got we got 2 other tables going. You know, so he's got to hope a couple. You know, somebody's makes some mistakes here. But yeah, and that one where, but he was like, oh, no, I prefer shooting. Gabi was like, I prefer shooting that shot from this end of the table for some reason. He shoots it better from one end of the table than the other.
Andrew, the Enigma Sozio. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Glad to have you.
And thanks for all of your help in the chat room.
Absolutely.
Greatly appreciated. This is our first time doing a trick shot thing.
He's missed it.
Again. Can it go off of that other rail, or does it have to be 2 rails at it?
Oh, that'll be listed in the book here. Yes,
Yep.
he may hit the extra cushion.
And the cue ball can follow the second ball in. He can scratch. It's just making both balls. I mean, I don't think you can hit it and go 5 rails at it or 6 or something.
No, it's actually specific that you can contact the extra cushion near the pocket.
Yeah.
The shot description is specific like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's got to adjust this so little.
All right, this is for 8 points.
This is in not. So that's 0 points.
0 points. Gabi regains the lead.
That's and that's.
And I think we're moving on to the next discipline now, which is going to be the special arts.
And this is kind of like the shot I was talking about, where except there's the one with you shoot the 3, 2, 1, and they pocket 1, 2, 3, length of the table that they were both warming up with earlier.
Looks like players are taking a quick break.
Yeah, they're gonna figure out which shots they want to shoot. Well, Andrew, maybe we'll see you in London.
London, Ohio.
I was just going to leave it at London. He would know. We'll see you in London in November.
All right, he's going to shoot 1A from the next discipline. All right, the Speed Demon.
I'm going to pick our cases up off the floor.
All right, so you start off by slowly lagging the 4 to the pocket, and you quickly shoot 1, 2, and 3 in there before the 4 goes. And they have to be, they go in numerical order. Oh, I was using the cue ball instead of the 4. This is...
And he's just practicing.
I was just wondering, is this practice or is this for real? Because Gabi wasn't here. Gabi was still... No. Second attempt.
That
All
was
right.
second attempt.
So
you just
that's
told him.
5 points. So 5 points for Jamie.
And there is another 1B. There's no specific cue ball placement on that last shot. They can do whatever they want. Alright, so we've got beat the 1.
All right. So on this one, yeah, they shoot the 1. You shoot the cue ball into the 1, then they hit the cue ball again into the 2 ball, causing the 2 and 3 to go to their pockets.
Before the 1, I would imagine.
Yep.
And then no additional contacts by object balls are allowed. He gets the 2 strikes on the cue ball and the cue ball striking the 2-3, and that's it. Nothing else can collide. So like the 1 and the 2 can't collide going into the corner. Like if the 1 hits the 2, or you know, I imagine that's what that means. And a cue ball can't. It says special notes: the 1 ball must go into the designated pocket without an additional hit by the cue ball.
All right, and you can put that 1 ball anywhere in the kitchen.
Somebody just made a good shot on the other table.
Here, let's watch this one from this angle.
You get to watch the. It's
Right.
actually the 1 and the 5. It's at the 4. The 4 is going to go in front of the 1 ball. And so you're going to shoot a little nice, easy
Shoot the
stop
1
shot
nice
right
and
there.
Slow. Boom.
Just like that. Oh,
No. He missed the 1. Oh, no.
And all right. So this one for, again,
This'll be
for
for
5 points.
This second attempt.
Yeah. And the one he misses the one part of the shot he has so much control over.
Yeah, because you're shooting. Yeah, you're shooting it straight into the pocket. Yeah. All right, attempt number 2 for 5 points.
And
All
it's
right.
in.
So that's going to be 43 points if my math is correct. That was for 5 points.
That was for 5. That is correct.
They didn't tell me I was going to have to be doing math. They said, hey, will you come live stream our artistic pool tournament? Sure.
Yeah, I'd love to.
You got to do math. Oh, well, never mind.
Math. I've heard some saying about math and girls or something like that. Hide and seek coming your way.
Yeah, I watched them shoot this one during practice earlier.
As did I. Kind of cool. And they're going to stack a ball on top. I just don't know how they do that so quick. I try to put a ball on top of a ball and it just rolls off and rolls off. And they just set them up there. Bloop, what?
Is it a special trick ball?
No. It's like those people that do that stone balancing stuff.
This is a little more difficult than stone balancing. Hey, look, he balanced that 4 ball on top of the 8.
Yeah, yep. You just gotta
Like it's nothing.
come off of the 8. The 8 and the 4 in the same hole. Cue ball, 2 rails and a cue stick to pocket the. Oh, just missed it. The 4.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't have his cue stick quite lined up to exactly the way he wanted it.
Yeah, well, and it's that ball. You're pocketing the ball underneath it, so that one's got to drop straight down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can't roll
It
off
can't
any.
roll off any, but if it falls and turns over, it's messed it up, because your cue stick is lined up for that ball being in the center of the hole. And I think it's part of the reason of that, the 3 ball, which is in front of the 8.
He just stood it on there like it was nothing. Like, has he got some like blue tack on there or something? Some bubble gum?
Some old school football stickum.
Nope, that's banned. Not allowed to use that. All right, attempt number 2 for 6 points.
Yeah, I was watching all of them do that. Just booping them. How do you do that? There it is.
There it is. So that was for 6
points.
49.
Attempt number 2. All right.
And as mentioned, these players aren't necessarily competing head-to-head against each other. They're just trying to accumulate points for during these preliminary rounds. The few players with the highest points after day 1 will get to move on to day 2.
Yeah, we've got this round here. When it's over, we got about an hour and 15-minute break. Generally, we're doing the same shot again.
Same shot.
Hide and seek.
So that looks like fun. I think I want to try it.
Yeah. And yeah, maybe between some of the shots. Do you have a screenshot of the schedule we can put up? So that people know when we'll be back, other than just telling them? I don't know.
No, I should probably make up a nice graphic that has all that on it.
Yeah, we'll get that for you during the break.
He's using special tools to help set it up. Should use the AccuRack.
Yeah, I think the AccuRack's a little bit thinner than that.
It looks like he's setting this up to go in the opposite
Oh,
direction.
he's going the other way. He's making it, he's making sure it's off the rail where it's going to go down into the corner and not catch the point or something like that. I think that's why he used the rack in between the rail and the ball, so that you're on that straight track down to the pocket. And just sets the ball up there like no big deal.
Is that a special 8-ball with like a little hole drilled in the top of it?
A flat spot on it. And he's just
Okay,
using
so
to
they're
measure.
saying it's a special ball.
Oh,
Since they're both using the 8-ball as the bottom ball, that would make sense that it's a special ball.
okay. You can use a tipped ball. See, learn something. Even the trick shot people are learning something new.
All right, here we go. Jamie's first attempt, worth 7 points.
Yeah. How's it look from that other camera angle? The one he's shooting right at.
I don't know. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Not so hot.
Yeah.
All right, maybe try number 2, worth 6 points.
Ball hopped. I heard it hop. Something, it didn't sound the same way as it did when Gabi hit it. There you go. Tap him into place. I don't think he did that the last time, did he?
I don't know. I think we're all so enthralled by him using the rack and his little other little tools to set things up. I didn't even pay attention to that.
Yeah, I don't think he tapped him into place last time. All right. Attempt number 2 for
Even has
6 points.
even has a little thing for setting his cue ball distance. Yeah, bullet trick shots, they can be a little tricky at times.
Mm-hmm.
All right, attempt number 2, worth 6 points.
8 in the side, 7 in the corner. Cue ball around for the 14.
Is it going to get there?
It's gonna
Is it going to get there? Oh, he didn't make it in the side.
Uh,
It did get there.
Yeah, just trickled in.
All right, his third and final attempt.
For 5 points. And I wonder if we're going to get... this is the one that is in November. Usually gets like the best turnout of players and for the for their calendar year, whatever. But thinking we're gonna get people like Florian, Charles Lakey would be nice if he's at that one.
Yay, One Pocket Kid, welcome.
Hey, hey, hey! They're using multiple pockets today, but
He'll allow it.
mm-hmm. Like some of these shots are one pocket though.
Yeah, that's true.
Learn how to make multiple balls in one hole at the same time. Tony Chohan style.
Tony Chohan would approve.
Alright, come on, Jamie, let's get this one this time.
All right, Jamie's third and final attempt, worth 5 points.
You know what I like? They're all dressed up. All of them.
That is cool.
Dress pants, dress slacks, most of them wearing vests.
Showing a little bit of pride.
There it
is. 5 points.
There we go. He's got it.
And Jamie will be shooting first this round. Let's see what he chooses.
Looking up his shot number to tell us.
3C.
Is that thrice? Well, that was easy. The easy button shot.
Cool name. Doesn't look easy. It's a lot of lines.
Yeah, so the objective of said shot. Shoot the cue ball around the chalk. Shoot the 1, 2, 3, 4 balls into the corner pocket in order. Re-hit the cue ball around the chalk. Shoot 5, 6, 7, 8 balls into the side pocket in order. Re-hit cue ball around the chalk, so it will eventually go into the assigned pocket. Shoot 9 through 12 balls into the corner pocket in order before the cue ball gets there.
Easy peasy.
Sure.
Sounds easy.
No, it doesn't. And there is a cue butt out on the table to help guide balls into the corner hole, it looks like, because you've got to shoot them so fast. On the side, there's a cue butt. And that cube chalk goes on the foot string, as you can see in your diagram there on screen.
Is that Cuba chalk out there just to get in the way?
Of course it is.
Just an extra obstacle. It says only the cue ball may hit the cue stick, but the object balls may not.
Okay, there you go. Special notes.
Cue ball may never stop. You may not touch the chalk.
Yeah, he's got to shoot the 1, 2, 3, 4 while the cue ball is moving, and as it comes back to the center table, hit it again and go around him again.
Yep, you can't let it come to a stop. And no balls may be disturbed except the ball being shot.
And so how many disciplines do we go through in this round?
2.
Just these 2?
Just these 2.
Okay.
And then lunch break, and then back at 4 o'clock, I believe. I think the schedule said 4 o'clock. Let me double check that. Oh, here we go. Let's
Back over, shoot the cue ball, around it again. Oh, he almost underhit that cue ball. Oh.
Sure that's only 8 points?
Yeah, really?
Seems like that should be harder than that.
Yeah. All right, this for 7. Yeah, I think it came down to he underhit the cue ball just a little bit on that second set of balls.
Yeah, he was looked a little awkward there,
Mm-hmm.
especially when trying to get to that fourth set of balls or the third set of
Yeah.
balls to shoot him in. He had to kind of turn around quickly and looked a little awkward doing that. I did not see him practicing this shot during warm-ups earlier.
No, I
So
didn't.
I guess this was his warm-up. That was your practice. And again, only the cue ball may touch that cue stick, but the object balls may not.
Mhm. And that's better speed on that cue ball this time. There
Much
it
better.
is.
Didn't even need the cue stick. Look at that.
Nope.
Now it's for 7 points for Jamie. Looks like Gabi's going to be shooting the same shot.
So 320 is the max score in the prelims.
Yep, he
Doing the same shot. After 8 disciplines, it goes by top scores. Then what are those 8 disciplines? What are they called?
Discipline 1 is trick and fancy shots.
Discipline 2 is special arts.
Special arts. Discipline 3 is draw shots. Which means, of course, Discipline 4 is follow shots. Discipline 5 is bank and kick shots. Discipline 6, stroke shots. 7 is jump shots.
Masse shots.
8 is masse shots.
There you go. Those are your 8 disciplines. 40 points up for grab in each one. You will be getting to see some of all of that today, I imagine. We'll be going through all 8 of them today.
I think we're going through
Half of them?
the first 4 today.
Okay. I know we've got Brian up here Brian Polly will be up for the draw part. Draw and follow. We will have him. And that'll be after our lunch break. I don't know who else. I just know it because it was one of his sponsors had said good luck. Gonna use the butt of the cue.
And first try,
First
worth
one.
8 points. So 57 for Gabi. All right, the through the gap shot.
Worth 9 points. The record for going through the 8 your 8 disciplines with your possible of 320 points is 296 by William the Gentleman DeYonker.
This has some complicated scoring here. First hit through the gap to cue ball goes 3 rails, no points awarded yet. First hit, re-hit through the gap, cue ball goes 3 rails, you get 3 points. Second re-hit through the gap, cue ball goes 3 rails, 6 points. Third re-hit through the gap, cue ball goes 3 rails, makes the object ball in the pocket, 9 points.
So it's 3 points for each one. So does it go down to 2 for each one after that if you fail to? It's got to go down 1 point. That's yeah. All right, so that's 3. 6. Did not make the final ball.
All right, players are given 3 attempts. The highest scoring attempt will be used.
Okay. So we're at 3. 6. It lengthens out and he comes further down the table each time to get that cue ball heading out. That looks like a good path. That looks like a pretty darn good path.
All right, so that was his second attempt. So
And
I'm
that's a
thinking
9.
he gets 8 points for that because that was his second attempt.
Well, I know somebody in the chat room who would know the answer to that. Best of the 3 attempts. So TS Billiards, does that mean he gets 9 points? That it's all 3 attempts are worth 9 points and you get the highest of that?
Yeah. Was that, did he get 8 points? Did he get 8 points for that? Did he get 8 points for that because that was his second attempt?
So it's 3, 3, and then if you get that last ball, you get another 3. So it's a 9 total. That's what you
Yep, 9
Yep.
points.
Yeah, you were right. I just wanted to,
Yeah.
just wanted to double check. So he does get the full 9. He didn't lose a point for it being his second attempt.
Oh.
All right, so Gabi got 9. So 66. Three points. All right, try again.
Set him up. Line him up. Okay, and there is a 4-ball gap between the 2 lines of balls. According to the diagram, that's what those little empty circles are. That's the gap.
All right, attempt number 2.
There's pass
No
one.
no points yet. Okay, now he's up to 3
3.
points.
6.
6 points.
9.
If he makes
gets it.
Nope.
Nope.
He has one more try.
One more. So we're at 6 points is where he's at right now.
Oh no.
He gets 6.
6 points. Because that was his highest attempt.
Giving him 53. All right, so this is going to be Jamie's choice. Last ones for this.
For 10 points.
For this discipline. Three, two, one, 1, 2, 3. That's the one I was talking about earlier.
That's the one you were talking about.
And of course, he's going to be right in the way. I have to watch it from another. And that other camera angle would be the corner if it catches them shooting it because they're shooting up this way.
Yeah, let's try this way.
He's shooting it the opposite way. There it is. First try.
10 points, first try.
Yeah. Now, I was watching them practice, and this one here, I mean, yeah, it's all about the speed on that first shot.
Absolutely.
Because you get to rocket the other ones in the hole, so
You
it's
gotta
all about.
just lag it.
Yeah, just lag that to the hole. Pray there's no. Yeah, you gotta see. I'd be out there like they are at the salt flats, making sure there's no pebble or anything on to make that ball roll off like they do at the Bonneville salt flats before they race.
Right.
Same shot.
Yeah, let's watch from this angle. First one you lag nice and soft, second one a little bit harder, and then the final one you get to rocket it.
1, 2. That 3
Is it
gonna get there? Is it gonna get there?
Oh no!
One more revolution. Yeah, he did make it look easy. He was hitting them like that when they were warm. That's the one that they were really warming up on. That I noticed, and I think he hit it every time in warm up too. Jamie did. Gabi had a little bit of trouble with it, but did eventually end up getting it a couple of times in a row. But yeah, again, another thing seems so simple. That's why they're so hard,
Right. Attempt number 2. Oh.
Yep. Yeah, one slow, then just pocket speed. The next one a little bit faster, and then the next one rocketing into the hole, right? Balls are on the spots, as indicated in the graphic that you were shown. He's all dialed in now. He's got it this time.
He's got it.
He's got it. Because this is his bag, baby.
Oh, no points. And I believe that was the final shot of this discipline of this round, I believe. Unless I'm doing it wrong. No, it looks like that's going to be it.
Yeah.
All right, so Gabi's going to finish this round with 66 points, Jamie 63 points. And as I said, they were not playing against each other. They're just trying to accumulate points for these preliminary rounds. So the players with the top points at the end of the round move into the next day. Our next round is going to be draw and follow shots. That's going to be round 2, and that's going to be coming up at 4 o'clock Central Time. So players are going to take a bit of a lunch break. We'll be back at 4 o'clock Central Time, so that's 2 hours.
Go tell all of your friends what's going on now. But trick shots, they need the exposure. It's something new, something fun and exciting to watch. We're Railbirds, Kevin and Sherry.
That's us. We will see you guys. See ya.
Bye.